Magandang araw. So katabi ko ang pinakabagong kapatid ng NMAX at ng Aerox. This is the Yamaha Lexi 155. And today pag-uusapan natin kung bakit sulit itong scooter na to for its segment. So, let's go. So si Lexi ang pinakamura among the 155 segment ni Yamaha. So 99,900 lang ang kanyang presyo. And bukod doon, siya rin ang pinakamagaan. Compared to the NMAX, 20 kilograms lighter itong motor na to. So one of the key points ng Yamaha Lexi is maliksi siya. So as like the other content creator said, maliksi nga itong motor na to. Kasi let's start off with the thin tires. Kasi meron lang itong 90 by 90 na harap na tires. So less yung kanyang contact patch. So kapag ginagalaw mo yung manibela, it's very light to feel. And bukod doon, meron kang wide steering radius. Kaya madali lang din itong gamitin kahit pang araw-araw. So without further ado, ikutan natin yung bike and let's talk about more about its features. Okay, pag-usapan natin yung kanyang makina. This is the same platform na 155cc liquid-cooled single overhead cam na may VVA that produces 15 horsepower and 14 Nm of torque. Power-to-weight ratio, masasabi natin medyo lamang si Lexi kasi nga mas magaan siya compared kay Aerox at kay NMAX but still uses the same platform. Para sa preno, yung harap is disc brakes and sa likod ay drum brake pa. Wala siyang ABS and actually mounted yung kanyang single piston na caliper. And kung ikaw yung tipo na mahilig mag-modify, kailangan mong palitan yung T-post kasi mas manipis to compared sa usual na T-post ng Aerox o ng NMAX. Meron siyang daytime running light, pero it's not that bright compared sa headlight na mismo. So pag in-start mo yung motor, hindi gaano makikita yung DRL at in my opinion, para siyang nag-blend lang sa headlight talaga. So para sa headlight mismo at yung DRL, LED na daw, pero yung turn signals is bulb type pa. Okay, para sa kanyang taillight, it has a single assembly and then iba yung main taillight sa brake light. Meron kang USB type A charging port at saka meron ka naman din saktong pocket. Meron ka rin lalagyan ng phone. Kung maglalagay ka ng cellphone, take note na hindi ganun kalalim at kapag nalubak ka, may chances na malaglag pa to. So, alalay na lang kung maglalagay ka dyan. Kulang man sa storage ang Lexi, meron man siyang utility hook over here, which is made of plastic and you can see kung gaano siya nagpa-flex with a little bit of pressure. In order to cut cost, yung normal na susi lang ang ginamit para sa Lexi. So meron pa rin naman siya safety feature tulad nito. So let's talk about the things na medyo kinulang si Lexi. So everybody knows na kulang nga yung storage space kasi sinama yung fuel tank dito sa likod. Now, nagdala ako ng measuring tape just for you to have an idea kung gaano kalaki yung actual storage nito. So sinukat ko yung pinakamahaba at pinakamalalim na part ng storage. And ito siya. So meron itong 4 liters na fuel capacity and some say na bitin nga naman daw. Ayan, so nakatravel tayo ng 70.9 kilometers and then nagpagas ako kanina ng 1.935. So ang average fuel consumption ko dito sa Yamaha Lexi is 36 kilometers per liter. Ayan o, ang laki ng difference o. Ito yung average fuel consumption ng reading niya, 30.4 lang. Akin 36.60. Ito yung manual method, ito yung computer. Okay, ride height check. My height is 5'6". And ganito ang itsura sa Yamaha Lexi. Kung ako medyo tiptoe, pero kung pupush ko pa forward, pwede ko naman i-flat foot tong motor na to. Pero usually naman, pag nagmo-motor is umaatras ako, kaya nagiging tiptoe ako overall. Pero yun nga, magaan lang naman yung Lexi, kaya madali lang din siya i-balance. So one of the main features ni Lexi is yung kanyang footboard or yung kanyang gulay board. But ang concern ko is, ang pako pala by the way is US 9. So for reference, ganito ang tsura. Pwede naman straight, pero pag nagra-ride ako medyo napapansin ko is lumalabas na yung pako. Kasi hindi ganun ka-comfortable yung ano. At saka pag inabante ko naman, parang nakakairita sa pakiramdam na nakatupi yung pako. Kaya I guess, pwedeng ganyan, ganito, or medyo nakalabas lang ng onte yung pako. Now for the seat, it's one of the hardest foams na naupuan ko. But I can say overall, it's still comfortable. It's wide, and then kahit sa passenger, marami siyang pwedeng upuan. And I think the material is just great. Pag-usapan naman natin yung kanyang controls and switches. Okay, sa left side is yung rear brake lever na may lock. And then tong harap is yung button for the menu, high beam and low beam, turn signals, and then yung horn. And dito naman sa right side is your throttle na ride by cable, non-adjustable na brake lever para sa harapan, automatic start and stop system, tapos hazard switch, and starter. Okay, sa gilid is yung mga indicators mo tulad itong stop and start system, itong engine temperature warning light, engine light, high beam, at saka mga turn signal indicator. So makikita mo lang to kapag umaandar, tulad itong hazard, at saka high beam, And ito, gagana lang to at iilaw lang to if you reach a certain temperature or running operation time with the Lexi. For the main display, meron kang speedometer, fuel gauge, tachometer, time, tapos makikita mo rin dito sa baba is yung cycle ng menu. Meron ditong VLO2, odometer reading, trip 1, trip 2, trip F, and then fuel economy. Mababasa mo lang to habang umaandar yung motor mo. And then meron ding average fuel economy. And then may battery voltage, tsaka yung trip ng oil mo, tsaka trip ng V-belt mo. And then may backlight yung logo ni Lexi mismo, which I think is a nice touch.
Para sa kanyang specs, meron itong single-cylinder na 155cc liquid-cooled 4-stroke engine, automatic transmission with electric starter. Sa gulong, 90x90, 14 inches sa harap, 100x90, 14 inches sa likod, at ito ay tubeless. Single disc brake sa harap and drum brake naman sa likod. Suspension, meron itong telescopic fork at unit swing or monoshock sa likod. LCD display panel with Y-Connect, LED headlight, and taillight. Hindi specified yung size ng storage pero nakalagay sa internet is 12.8 liters ito. Meron din itong front pocket na may USB Type-A port and 4.2 liter na fuel tank.
Hello and welcome to the ride review ng Lexi 155. So si Yamaha Lexi ang pinakamagaan sa magkakapatid, and another benefit to that is it's very flickable or madali lang siyang i-maniobra sa traffic. At hindi siya ganun kalaparan, but you do need to take note and be mindful yung stock exhaust kasi talaga nag-stick out siya mula sa body. Now because magaan ang Yamaha Lexi, kapag pinupull mo yung throttle, it feels a lot faster. At syempre dahil mas magaan, less pressure sa makina, so it can give more power. Ang ganda. Nakakatawa yung takbo nito. It's very smooth yung pagka-linear ng power band niya. So about the mirrors, medyo tinipid siya in my opinion kasi yung edges may warping, and then dito sa right side, kahit yung gitna medyo nagwa-warp. But I think it's fine. Visibility is still good. And by the way, meron siyang handbrake, which is very convenient lalo na kung uphill or downhill. Kahit bitaw mo na yung handlebar, it's gonna be fine. Hindi andar yung motor mo. Now, you need to calibrate it of course. Kasi napansin ko sa iba, kahit naka-handbrake na, medyo natutulak pa eh. So, konting kalikot lang sa bandang likod. So, with the display, I can easily see the information. Kitang-kita, malinaw, kahit tirik yung araw. Well, today, hindi eh. Medyo maulap siya. But I can commend na kahit tirik yung araw is kitang-kita pa rin naman yung display. Wow, Ferrari. Ganda. Not surprisingly, akala ko nung una, medyo iba yung components ng makina, even though sinasabi na pareho. Pero I think it was just initial observation ko, so it's kind of false. In which I can comment kasi akala ko dati yung sa Vespa lang yung pinakaswabe na makina. Yung pala yung kay Yamaha, okay din eh, smooth din eh. At isa ko pang comment is yung kanyang suspension. Ang lambot. Ayan, walang kotse sa likod. Oh, didip talaga. O nga pala, Yamaha Lexi wala siyang ABS, but I think it's fine. Basta you have the proper technique, you'll be fine with this bike. Now pagdating sa hatak, okay din, hindi ko mabibitin dito. Bilis lang din, no? 19 na kagad. Wala, it's very precise. Yung steering nito talaga is one of the best points sa motor na to. Para siyang point and shoot. Kung saan mo gustong pumuntang direksyon, susunod yung motor. Pagdating sa utility, sayang walang door to. So medyo exposed yung charger mo if nagcha-charge ka ng phone mo while you're doing your daily work. Okay, so to summarize, seating ergonomics is very upright. Itong start and stop system, pakita natin. Ayan, namamatay kagad, but pull the throttle and under na kagad siya. But di ako fan nito. Anyway, it's really effective. The switches are very tactile. And then yung brakes, it's good. Maganda yung kapit. It's enough for the bike. But yung suspension, it's on the softer side ulit. So if di ka fan ng malambot na suspension, kailangan mo pa repack, or at least kung may mas budget ka, palitan mo na lang din. With the engine, it's already a proven 155cc engine. Wala ka nang kailangan to worry about this tsaka kung trip mo yung magpalit-palit ng CVT and whatnot. So it has sufficient ground clearance. Kahit ganito katataas yung mga humps sa BGC, hindi ka naman disasabit. Talking about the cons, yung mga things na hindi ko gano'n nagustuhan is if I like touring, yung fuel capacity is not that much. Pero with the fuel consumption ng motor na to, I can say pwede naman na. It's just going to take a lot more gasoline station visits compared sa mga may mas malalaking fuel tank. And as well as yung storage capacity, medyo nabibitin ako. Even though this bike is meant for utility, kung ako yung tipo ng office guy na nagdadala ng laptop araw-araw, I'm going to rely still on a backpack. Tapos medyo nabitin din ako sa storage dito sa left pocket and open lang din siya. I think mas maganda meron pa rin siyang door kahit papano. Okay, between the Yamaha NMAX, Aerox, tsaka Lexi, I can say yung Lexi is meant to be the daily commuter, lalo na for city rides. Kasi ginawa ni Yamaha siya as pinaka magaan among sa magkakapatid. And then siya rin yung pinaka nimble and as well as pinaka madali i-steer kasi sa kanyang manipis na gulong sa harap. By the way, ganito yung tsura ng headlight niya in very low light conditions. I can say it's okay, pero of course it can be better. Pero for its price kasi wala akong mareklamo sa motor na to. But all in all, the Yamaha Lexi is a very capable scooter for me. Okay, so that's it for our episode for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions tungkol sa Yamaha Lexi, please feel free to comment down below. Again, this is Neo. As always, ride safe and see you on the road.